The stadium was alive with the echoes of cheering fans, the rhythmic clapping and chanting of thousands reverberating through the exit corridors. Messi had just finished another spectacular match, leaving the pitch with the grace and confidence that only a football legend could carry. His jersey clung lightly to his body from exertion, hair tousled from running up and down the field, and his face wore a calm but slightly tired smile. Yet, outside the stadium, an unexpected comedy was waiting to unfold, a moment that would remind fans around the world that even the greatest athletes are not immune to pure hilarity. Messi led the group, walking steadily toward the exit. Close behind him, Neymar, ever the playful Brazilian, held a cluster of colorful helium balloons, balancing them carefully while attempting exaggerated poses that would make anyone watching laugh. Ronaldo, with his characteristic flair and perfectionism, also carried a few balloons, stretching out his arms in dramatic gestures as though he were performing a theatrical football ballet. Shabnor and Purnima, two glamorous Bangladeshi actresses, stood at the front of the exit path, phones raised, eyes sparkling, and ready for the perfect selfie. They wanted to capture Messi, Neymar, and Ronaldo all in one glorious frame, imagining the social media sensation that would follow. Their smiles were radiant, the sunlight catching their hair, and they adjusted their cameras to frame every detail. The atmosphere was perfect, lighthearted and cheerful. Messi, surprisingly unbothered by the antics around him, carried himself with calm dignity, holding a small smile as Neymar and Ronaldo performed their over-the-top balloon poses. Everything seemed under control until the universe decided to intervene. One particularly shiny red helium balloon, held loosely by Neymar, floated slightly higher than the rest. A gust of wind swept across the stadium exit, and the balloon brushed against Ronaldo's shoulder, creating an ominous squeaky stretch. Messi glanced down, suspicious, and for a fleeting moment, time seemed to slow. Then came the pop. The balloon burst with a sudden pop, an explosion of sound so loud and unexpected that it startled everyone in the immediate vicinity. Messi's eyes went wide, his mouth forming a perfect O of shock. Neymar jumped backward, flailing comically as the remnants of the balloon tangled around his arms. Ronaldo, trying to maintain his balance and dignity, tipped slightly forward, his arms flapping like a startled bird, adding to the absurdity. Shabnor and Purnima screamed and laughed simultaneously, dropping their phones for a second before quickly catching them again. Their expressions were priceless, a mix of shock, amusement, and uncontrollable laughter. The perfect selfie they had been envisioning was now a chaotic masterpiece, capturing Messi's hilariously horrified face, Neymar's tangled balloon fiasco, Ronaldo's theatrical stumble, and the actresses laughing hysterically in the foreground. The stadium crowd, sensing the spectacle, erupted in laughter and cheers. Fans recorded the scene, shouted playful comments, and even some of the staff paused to watch, shaking their heads in amusement. The chaos had become a moment of collective joy, a reminder that football is not just about goals, assists, and trophies. It's about laughter and shared human experiences. Messi had attempted to regain his composure. He tried a small step forward, but found his shoes slightly sticky from the remnants of popped balloons, making his movement wobbly. Neymar, tangled in the balloon ribbons, attempted a heroic recovery, but only ended up hopping sideways like a cartoon character. Ronaldo, ever the perfectionist, tried to strike a final heroic pose, but instead leaned awkwardly. Shabnor, now successfully holding her phone steady, whispered between laughs, "Messi, this is perfect. It's better than any staged photo." Purnima nodded, tears of laughter streaming down her face. "We'll remember this forever," she added, her voice still shaking from giggles. Messi, shaking his head but unable to suppress a grin, finally spoke. I suppose even football legends have our moments of, surprise? The phrase was half joke, half admission of defeat, and everyone could see the humor in it. With careful coordination, Messi stood upright, Neymar untangled from the balloon ribbons, and Ronaldo regained some semblance of balance. They walked forward slowly, each step careful but light-hearted, as the crowd cheered. The actresses, still laughing, managed to frame one final group photo. Messi in the center, looking slightly bewildered but charming. Neymar still holding a few leftover balloons, grinning sheepishly. Ronaldo with a comical shrug, and Shabnor and Pornima beaming from the foreground. The images quickly went viral on social media. Fans shared screenshots of Messi's exaggerated expressions, Neymar's balloon struggle, Ronaldo's theatrical flailing, and the actress's joyous laughter in the foreground. Hashtags like balloon pop fail, Messi laughs, football comedy, and epic stadium chaos began trending globally. Commentators joked about Messi's most human moment ever and praised the spontaneous comedy that had unfolded outside the stadium. By the end of the day, Messi had cleaned up, the balloons were gone, and everyone's dignity mostly restored. But the memories remained, immortalized in countless photos and videos shared by fans around the world. Neymar and Ronaldo playfully teased Messi about his startled expression, while Shabnor and Pornima posted their viral selfies with captions celebrating chaos, joy, and unplanned comedy. This incident, later dubbed the Great Balloon Pop of the stadium exit, reminded everyone that football is not only about goals, assists, and trophies. It's about laughter, camaraderie, and the unpredictable moments that bring even the most serious athletes down to earth, literally and figuratively. Messi had delivered another perfect performance on the pitch, but outside the stadium, he had also gifted fans a moment of pure, unfiltered hilarity. And so the story of Messi, Neymar, Ronaldo, Shabnor, and Pornima at the stadium exit became legendary, a testament to teamwork, friendship, and the joy of unexpected chaos. Fans everywhere laughed, shared, and celebrated the delightful absurdity of the moment, proving once again that football, above all else, is about fun.